Hi everyone, I'm Avdesh God. Congratulations on making it to section 3, Built-in Visuals and Beyond Show Me. In this section, we'll learn about creating built-in visuals available under Show Me in Tableau. We will go through the minimum requirements to build a particular chart type in Tableau. We'll be covering the bar charts for visualizing distributions, utilizing the horizontal, stacked, and even bar-in-bar charts. We will be tapping to unveil the trends over time using the line charts. We will learn about combined charts using dual and blended axes. Together, we will be implementing the heat and tree maps. We will also learn about visualizing geographical data using field and symbol maps. Moreover, most importantly, we will also learn about choosing the right chart type for numerous visual requirements. Not only this, we'll also understand about hierarchies in Tableau, how to build and use them in your visualization. We will also build some non-trivial chart types such as thermometer chart, pump chart, dumbbell, and sparkline charts. And in this video, let's start by diving deep with bar charts. Bar charts are one of the most trivial and easy to read visual to visualize distributions per dimensions. If we go to Show Me, available at the top right, and hover over different chart types, we'll get to know the minimum requirements in terms of dimensions and measures in order to build the same. For a horizontal bar chart, we require 0 or more dimensions and 1 or more measures. For a stacked bar chart, we require 1 or more dimensions and at least 1 or more measures. And similarly, for a side-by-side bars, we require 1 or more dimension and 1 or more measures. Moreover, in this case, we require at least 3 fields, that is, either 2 dimensions and 1 measure, or 1 dimension and 2 measures. Right now we are connected to the famous Superstore dataset. Using the Control key, select Segment from Dimensions and Quantity from Measures. Go to Show Me and select the horizontal bar chart. Tableau will automatically build the horizontal bar chart for you by dropping the segment to the row shelf and the sum of quantity to the column shelf. Let's increase the width of the row a little bit. Well, this looks good. We have distributed the total quantity sold by segment. Let's turn on the labels. We can clearly see that the majority of total quantity sold are from the consumer segment. In order to make this visually appealing, let's set the color coding of these bars by the sum of quantity sold. To do so, let's drop the quantity field to the color shelf. Well, this looks much more appealing and better. We can easily convert this into a vertical bar chart by selecting the Swap Rows and Columns icon over here in the toolbar. Let's increase the width of the bars. Well, this looks good. If you notice, this operation has moved the segment dimension to column shelf and the sum of quantity to the row shelf. Remember, dimension always create labels, whereas the measure creates the axis. Moreover, the field available in the column shelf forms the x-axis, whereas the field available on the row shelf forms the y-axis. And that's why we have got the segment label on the x-axis, whereas we have the sum of quantity on the y-axis. Let's go to a new sheet in order to develop the stack bar charts. Using the Control key, select Segment from Dimensions and Sales from Measures. Go to Show Me and select the stack bar chart. Tableau will plot the stack bar chart for us, with each stack representing a segment and the height of the bar representing the total sales. We can build the same stack bar chart in an alternative way as well. Let's clear the sheet using the Clear Sheet icon from the Tools bar before that. Drag the sum of sales from measures to the row shelf. This will give us the total sales as a vertical bar. Now our requirement is to break this bar into multiple segments. One way of distributing this bar is by representing these segments by different colors. To do so, let's put up the segment field to the color shelf. We can see the distribution of total sales in a single bar utilizing the color shelf in the marks card. Let's turn on the labels. We can clearly see that the consumer segment is responsible for the majority of sales. We can easily convert this into a horizontal stacked bar chart by swapping the axis. Let's open up a new sheet to build the bar in bar chart. In this, we'll compare the profits with the total sales by the ship mode. Put the sum of sales on the row shelf. Let's distribute the total sales by the ship mode. To do so, drag the ship mode to the column shelf. Let's increase the width of the bar. Well, this looks much better. To compare the sales with the profits made per ship mode, let's put up the profits as well on the row shelf. Right now, we have two separate charts, one for sales per ship mode and another for profits per ship mode. To move these into a single chart, click on the Profits field in the row shelf and select Dual Axis. Let's change the chart type to bar again. This will club both of these bar charts into one, having two separate y-axes, one for the profits and the other for sales. Let's synchronize these two axes, that is the profits and sales axis, so that we can compare the profits as a share of total sales, making it as an apple-to-apple comparison. To do so, right-click on the y-axis and check Synchronize Axis option. As of now, both sales and profit axes are in sync. That is, now you can even refer a single axis for both profit and sales. Let's hide the profit axis by right-clicking on it and unchecking Show Header. Let's rename the other axis as Amount to make it more generic in order to represent both profit and sales. Let's reduce the size of the profit bars, and here we have a bar in bar chart. This clearly provides us the information about the profits made along with the total sales in a single view. The blue colored comparatively thin bars represents the profits made, whereas the orange colored comparatively thicker bars represents the total sales. And herein we can see the profits made in comparison to the total sales per ship mode in a single view. In the next video, we learn about trends over time utilizing the line charts.